Guys, look at this. This is my washing machine. It's spick and span, spotless clean. So it looks. Well, guess what, people? Your machine can look clean, but it's not. It's not clean. You think it's clean, but it is nasty behind that drum. And I'm going to prove it to you. Our clothes were not coming out clean. And this machine is only 5 years old. So I decided to run a self-clean cycle because you have to clean your machine. And if you see what was coming out of this machine, oh my goodness. I have never done a self-clean cycle because I've never had a machine that had one. And our old machine, we had it for 15 years before it decided to go kaput on us. So we bought this machine. And I hate it because it doesn't have the self-agitator stick in the middle. So I feel like it doesn't wash the clothes as well as the old machines used to. But we couldn't find one that had the stick in the middle. So this is what we're stuck with. The ones that did, they had 2 there. And we checked 4 stores. They were tiny machines. And you know, we're a family with kids. There's a lot of dirty clothes. And so, yeah. So we got this machine. And I am not a fan of it. It's only 5 years old. And let me tell you, let me show you something. You're going to be appalled. I was appalled. So it wasn't cleaning well. So I went online and started doing some research. And they said it could be many things. It could be that the machine needs a cleaning because, I don't know, whatever. I guess machines get gunked up. But I never had this problem with the old machine. And I feel like this machine, it barely moves the clothes. It's like sitting there vibrating the clothes. Like, ridiculous. The new machines just don't clean as well. But anyway, I needed a I wanted a top loader instead of a front loader. And here we are. So I decided to do a self-clean with a gallon of white vinegar and a deep fill with the hottest water. And let me show you what was coming out of this machine. Now, when you look at it, it looks like the machine is clean. There's nothing dirty in the machine. The machine looks spotless. But let me show you what was coming out of this machine from behind the drum. Ready? Look at this. Make sure you're not eating when you see this. Okay, guys, are you ready? I'm going to stop the machine, let the water settle. Ready? Look at this. Look at all the stuff that came out from behind the drum that's floating in the water. That is gunk that builds up behind the drum. I am appalled. And you know, we discovered this because our whites were coming out dingy. They weren't coming out white like they should be. They were coming out not okay. And look at this. This is so disgusting, and you don't even know. And we always leave the washing machine lid open so that the machine can thoroughly dry, so that it doesn't get mildewy. Like, we take care of our machine, and I just can't believe this. We never had this problem with the old machine. Like, it's just, this is appalling, really. And I put a gallon of white vinegar, and then I stopped the machine and I let it sit once it filled up. And I poured white vinegar in the compartments for the detergent and the softener. And you know, I've already stopped using liquid fabric softener because apparently that can make your clothes seem dingy and it can gunk up the machine. And now I saw some videos that show some washing machines have filters, like little trap doors that you have to open up and clean out. I searched for a trap door in this machine. I don't see one anywhere. So the only thing I can do is run the self-clean cycle. Like I said, I used a gallon of white vinegar, and then I'm going to try maybe some borax or some Dawn. But I'm going to run this until that water comes out clean, until it's clear. Self-clean cycle number 2, folks. I'm going to keep doing it until that water is clear. Guys, I am happy to report that after the 5th self-clean cycle that I ran on this machine, I ran the first 2 with a gallon of vinegar. The second one, I put Dawn soap and some borax. 4th one, just borax. And the 5th one, I ran with nothing, just the machine itself running with water. And I am happy to report that finally The machine is clean. There is no more brown stuff coming out. Every time I ran the self-clean cycle, it was less and less brown stuff. But it took 5 self-clean cycles to finally get it clean. And again, none of this was visible to the naked eye. It was all behind the drum. And something that we always do, whenever we're done washing clothes, we leave the door to the washing machine open so that the machine can dry, so it doesn't get mildewy. And look, despite doing that, the machine was still nasty behind, and we had no idea. And we had no idea why the clothes weren't, coming out washed well, and that's it. And the thing is, this machine, I found the manual, and it said that the self-clean will blink blue whenever it's time to self-clean. It never blinked that it needed to self-clean. And look how nasty it was. So, yeah. Clean your machine once a month, whether the self-clean button comes on or not, or whether it even has that option. Especially if you have a newer machine. And in going through this and researching why the clothes were nasty, I found out that a lot of times liquid fabric softener will leave your clothes dingy because the newer machines don't rinse as well as they should. And your newer machines, if you use liquid fabric softener, it can actually leave stains on your clothes, let alone, having them look dingy. And we were using liquid fabric softener, so I will no longer use liquid fabric softener. And I heard putting a little bit of vinegar in your laundry, white vinegar, will make your clothes soft and you will not smell the vinegar. So I'm going to try that for the next couple loads and see what happens. So do you see what I'm talking about? It massages the clothes back and forth. It doesn't really wash. But anyway, at the end of the day, I'm happy to report that the water is now crystal clear. No more yucks. Thanks for watching and happy laundering, people. Bye.